I'm feeling, bro, is that we've covered some good ground, man. I'm really happy
Yeah,
with it. We just flowed organic, and there's a lot that's come out of this. And you know, I wanted to touch on music as well and a few other things. But what we're going to do, we're going to do this regular, man. We're going to do this regular, as we spoke about it earlier on. And let's just build content, man. Let's just keep building content, see where we go with it. I think I've got enough to, you know, to be able to chop up a few clips and get them out there and let people see and hear more about you. And hopefully we can build, you know, we can build an online community, you know what I'm saying? And direct people, you know, direct people to you know, to where we are. So I'm not sure if you've got anything coming up, anything people should know about, anything you want to share with the audience.
Oh, Slaps, what happened, man? Hold on, man. What happened?
I can hear you. I can see you.
Okay, I'm back. My bad. Damn, boy. 1 second. Right now, I'm just literally getting up off the mat, as you know, as you can imagine, man. And trying to hold on 1 second. Yeah, just getting up off the mat, you know, from losing Ahati, and then trying to plan a way forward. Unfortunately, you know, I don't know if it hit the UK, but over here, man, like, you know, this US is getting this ass kicked economically. So I haven't been doing much, but that's my new focus, man. That's all I'm focusing on. But I haven't done anything, man. But I plan to do a memorial piece to Baba Kilindi. And we still had this conference coming up in the fall. So, you know, everybody keep your ears open for that. And we hope, you know, we want you to come through and rock the house, of course. That's pretty much it, man. I've been intensively just cultivating. That's all I can say. Because after his transition, all of a sudden, a lot of people who were like, you know, near the pool's edge, now they want to jump in, you know. So I'm just trying to get in position for that. And that's it, man. You know, that's it. Honestly, man, just trying to link up with the fam around the world, tune in with you, you know, the UK fam, and just keep it moving forward. So I'm not up much to anything right now, man.
With that said, yeah. Go on.
No, man, I was just gonna. I came across this artist, man, just really quickly. I hope I'm not throwing it. I want to share with you.
Go for it, man.
And get your insight on him, man. If I can find him, man. Hold on. You ever heard of Kambata?
Yeah, man.
Apparently, I'm late, man. I'm just, you know.
Yeah, I'm just getting. My New York folks put me onto him still, man. And I saw a post just yesterday. I think he must have a new track out. Yeah, new track, new video.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, and then I saw his interview on Sway in the Morning. You know, which was pretty interesting.
Yeah, he's on this thing, man. He's on this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, some people away. I went to call him like, "Hey, man, chill." But I'm glad, man. I'm just coming across him, man. I like his flow. You know.
Nice. Yeah, man, we know, I'm fully aware music's going to play, you know, has and will continue to play a big part in waking people up and inspiring them. And it's seeming like more and more people are coming out of the psychedelic closet, letting people know, you know, that I've been inspired by, you know, my music is inspired by, the creativity is inspired by these psychedelic, you know, experiences. So, and he's not afraid to let people know that, man. So,
yeah. So, you know, and I'm still rocking this old school, what's my man name? Cap and the Stem, roll up, what's my man name, man? A lot of people don't even know what he's singing about, man. It was like the top song. Hold on. Miguel. You hip to Miguel?
What, he's like the singer, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
when he that his number one hit is All About Mushrooms.
Got you.
Cap and the Stem and roll up.
Gotcha.
And enjoy the wave, you know. And the whole song is about him, you know what I'm saying? So
all right.
So listen to it again, and you're gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling, man. And it's funny, the other, a few weeks back, I was watching Drink Champs. I don't know if you plug into Drink Champs with Noriega and that. And they had, they was talking, and I can't remember even about who they was interviewing, man, but the whole conversation came up of, these guys, I'm saying this was all coming out now, but those guys were basically in the studio with Scott Storch and a group of others all drinking mushroom tea, making music. And it was like every now and then they go to this mushroom retreat, they go and, they was clown, there's a fun talking.
You remember who that was?
It was the interviewer, man. Yeah, again, it's not, it's gone, man. It's, the Drink Champs, man. It'll come. Oh, I tell you who it was. Currency. It was the Currency one, man.
Oh, what?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Actually posted it. Yeah, why am I not thinking? Yeah, I posted it a few weeks back. Maybe about a month or so ago. I posted a little snippet of it in my story because Currency goes in, man. You familiar with Currency from New Orleans? Yeah, man. He goes in and he's just talking about, his love for cannabis and all the rest of it. But then they get onto the subject of psychedelics, and it just opens up that whole subject, man. And then Nori jumps in, and they all start sharing stories, man. So it was like, I just felt like a lot of these guys, as I said, they're coming out of the psychedelic closet, letting people know, what it is and what they've been doing with it and stuff like that, man. So it's interesting.
Yeah, that's good to know, man. People starting to, now. So it's starting to hit the mainstream over here. They synthesizing it, man. They trying to, of course, put it into a pill. So, but man, it's growing. So we have 6 cities over here now that's decriminalized it, and there's one in our state, and we're working down here to do it as well. So it's moving fast like cannabis did, and I can see in the next 2 years it being, decriminalized. So, that's a good thing, and we'll see how it looks like little Amsterdam.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, it'll definitely be a hot spot. All the, it's gonna attract tourists. All the tourists will be hitting over. It's like getting in position, man. It's like me and and everybody who's been doing this work really needs to get in position because it's going to be a thing, you know what I'm saying? And not to be exploited, but to give people authentic experiences, man, or they can, have a good time and heal and grow and make memories and, and we can facilitate that. Yeah, man, because
I'm talking.
Yeah, because I'm aware, man, there's going to be a lot of wannabe shamans and facilitators, stepping up, stepping out in those regions, and offering produce,
Oh my God! And even the harm reduction, man, because it's going to be a lot of these shady cats doing anything and trying to give people fake stuff or not knowing what they're talking about.
For sure.
So the people will be looking for somebody who's really done the work and who got the experience, and so we need to get in position, man. And we can be like some of our other co-patriots in this movement, and that's all they do, man. That's all they do. You know what I'm saying? And they make a sustainable, great living, and they get to live in their community and be out front with it. And, and that's the model I'm at. Some of the people that we've experienced, like, I want it like that, where our biggest concern is a festival.
Yeah, man. So like you said, all those $1 million folks we rub shoulders with, man, who want to invest in a festival that's, culturally considerate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Non-discriminative,
Yeah.
That's what we're working on and developing, man.
And one thing, I don't know, the audience knows, those who haven't experienced, Bishroom people are some cool people, man. Whatever place they coming from, man. I know I've experienced more enlightened people in this world than in this society than anywhere else. So, we've been able to make some real friends that you never thought you would ever make, and cross boundaries you never thought. So that's another thing that's beneficial about it, man.
For sure.
There's definitely some allies. You definitely realize there's some real people out here that with real hearts and minds. So that's a benefit too.
Yeah, most def, man. You know, I always say, you know, coming out of the community that I was in, predominantly, you know, a Black African Caribbean community, and I stepped out of my comfort zone, man, into the whole psychedelic, you know, going to the talks, the conferences, you know, and you know, I went in there with my armor, you know, as you should, regardless. But at the same time, I realized how easy it was for me to drop my guard and relax up, and because these mushroom people are really fun guys, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you know, regardless, you know, I'm coming from the street, you know, so every day I step out, you know, it was, you know, I'm used to that war zone mentality, being on your P's and Q's, you know, and you know, so you know, that's how we move, man. That's how I've had to move. So being able to drop that luggage through the psychedelic experience, knowing that I don't need to be as tense and being out there every day, all day, every day, and what that does to me. So then to step into, you know, a psychedelic community where it's, you know, you can be more relaxed and you can speak your mind and share what you feel, and it's received, and people can do the same, and you know, you receive it in the same way. I believe, it's definitely allowed me to, you know, build bridges, build communities that, you know, a good handful of years ago I couldn't have seen, you know, happening. So yeah, I'm grateful for the experiences and the places and spaces it's brought me to, man.
Not my wildest dreams, man. Do we think we'd be hanging out with berserkers in Germany?
There you go, man. What I'm saying is like, how does that happen?
Where they do that at, man? You know, so yeah, that's the thing too, man. You know, it affords all kind of experiences, man, and hopefully they heal other communities too. You know, where they can relax some of their notions of superiority, or you know what I'm saying, or the need to control.
That's how it's going down, man. I can bear witness to the people that I'm communicating with, you know, and at the end, you take everything with a pinch of salt. You know, people are going through their emotions, but at the end of it, I know for the fact of what I've been sharing, what you've been sharing, the feedback that we've got. Remember, as I said, when I'm in the audience, I mean, when I'm on the stage, and you know, the people in the audience, they're primarily Europeans. But you know, I'm being invited back. You know, I'm asked to share more. There's an interest, there's a curiosity, and I guess that, you know, that's the first steps to, you know, people shifting their consciousness and making change. And people are making it already clear to me, man. I've been waiting for this. You know, this is what we need to get more of. And you know, why isn't there more of it? And you know, as we know, it's still, you know, because of the load of the taboos that it has, we still need to penetrate our own communities before we can have more speakers and more people giving their testimony.
And then, you know, the first inquisition of these plants happened in old European communities, you know what I'm saying? So for many years, general mainstream people of Europe and of other, you know, Western persuasion, they've been kept away from these plants and experiences, and they've been told it's taboo and to stay away from it, and they've been deprived of it. And so one thing about our culture and communities, we were a little more intact with it. It was part of our way of life. So, you know, now they said, oh, this is what y'all kept us away from, and it's not that bad, and these people weren't what you said they were. You know, and it's beneficial for everybody.
Yeah, man. What I've come to realize, you know, the world was miseducated, you know. As long as you went to public school, wherever you were in the world, you were miseducated, you know, and it took, you know, people to do their Googles and come back and it's like, yeah, I don't know this. I wasn't taught this. It's like, neither was I, you know. I had to go out to find this out. So it's definitely an eye opener for many, you know, young and old and coming from all backgrounds and inspiring others. You know, I'm doing my thing. I have an African focus, obviously, because that's my heritage. But I'm not doing it just for African people, you know. It's get the information out there. Yes, I hope my people pick up on it and able to apply it and move forward with it. But, you know, I do a talk and then, you know, at the end of the talk, or I get emails or messages from people saying, you know, I'm from Ireland, you know, I'm from Cornwall, I'm from Spain, I'm from, you know, Prague. And, you know, now I'm doing Googling about my own culture, my own history. I'm finding out we got a mushroom tradition in our culture and my grandmother, you know, and it's like, you see, you know, potentially what it can do for all people at the end of the day, man. So I'm not trying to hold that to myself. I'm not trying to hold that to my people. Like, look, at the end of the day, if we're all moving like that, if we're all getting those reality checks, if we're all getting the slaps in the face, if we're all getting the look in the mirror, you're going to come back round and say, maybe I got shit wrong the last time and I can, you know, re-educate myself. Maybe I've been misinformed. Let me go educate myself, you know. Let me listen out for what these people have got to say. And, you know, I'm doing the same. As much as I know that much of our story has been swept under the rug and, you know, distorted, that goes for a lot of other groups and cultures, man. And, you know, I'm not going to put one over the other. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everyone's got healing work to do, man. Everyone's got growth to do. You know, everybody's be better. So, yeah, man, let's just keep doing
it's like the Mary Pinchot Moore story, man. Did Kilindi ever tell you that story, or if it's American history, man? It's very deep history. With the Cuban Missile Crisis, it may not be as big over there, but over here, this was like, there was like a 4-hour window when Russia and the United States was about to go to nuclear war with each other.
Gotcha.
This was in the 60s. And apparently, Russia wanted to set up a missile base in Cuba. United States was going to block them. And Russia was about to hit the nuclear button, which would have caused us to do it. I mean, they were literally with their fingers on a button. But the backstory is amazing. Everybody knows about JFK, JFK, the former U.S. president. We know he was a wild kid and he used to love the ladies. But one thing people don't know is that there was a very close friend of his wife named Mary Pinchot Moore who would help, let's just say, bring guests to the house, pretty guests for the president. And they would party together. I'll just put it that way. And so Mary Pinchot Moore represented a group of high, rich society women, and they were into psychedelics. But they formed this group, and their plot was that they were going to date every member of the U.S. Senate and to turn them on to psychedelics so that they could change their mind and their worldview. So the first person that they put on the list was JFK. And so JFK, and people know this, not only did he have a lot of, threesomes and all of that, but he had a lot of psychedelic experiences through this lady, Mary Pinchot Moore. And because of his psychedelic experiences, that led to his decision not to go ahead with the nuclear war.
Right, yeah, man. I remember Baba sharing that one, yeah, man.
Yeah. And then, of course, 2 weeks later, she ended up dead. But, just some psychedelic history, man, with these ladies, brave ladies, we're going to infiltrate the U.S. Senate, man, and, turn these guys out, have them trip on some mushrooms or something, and try to change the world. You know what I'm saying?
Feel you, man. Feel you. Well, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I know there's a wealth of information and data locked up inside of you, man, and I'm just hoping that over the weeks we can start putting out more of that and spreading the spores, man, further and further. But I'm grateful that we got this one out of the way, man, and just like start building on this, man. As my homie said to me today, just one brick at a time, man. Just every day put a brick up, on your wall and keep it going. So I think today we've laid first brick in this wall, man, and I'm happy that I've done it with you, bro. And I'm gonna be connecting with some of the others in the family and hopefully getting them coming on in the coming days and weeks, and then we're just gonna start pushing it out, man, and getting it out there. Just sitting there, see what the feedback's like.
Real talk, man. I appreciate you for having me, man, and let's do this thing, man. And I know it's late on your end.
Yeah, man. I got an afternoon nap, but it's like 20 past. It's coming up to 2:22, man.
Hell, it's getting late over here. I know it's late over there.
Good morning, man. But shit, man, there's no work to go to tomorrow. There's no places of business.
Right.
I can sleep in if I choose to, man. So hey.
Yeah, I think I'm about to go burn the log down, if you know what that means.
I feel you, man. I'm right behind you, and then I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah.
But bro, yeah, wicked, man, and let's just catch up on the rebound, man, and I'll holler you on WhatsApp in a bit, man. But I want to end it officially.
All right. Peace, fam.
Nice.
Take care, man.
Peace.